Well, hopefully we haven't just toasted our free-to-play account. What is up, guys? This is Cobb. Welcome to the free-to-play account where we are setting up our unkillable Maneater-Painkeeper clan boss team to take on Nightmare clan boss and eventually Ultra Nightmare clan boss as well. And I'm real nervous about this, man. I'm always nervous that I've just sunk like 20 million silver into this and that it's just not gonna work. It's not an exact science when it comes to Demon Lord clan boss. But what I do know is that the Maneater needs to be sitting at 240 speed, which he is. He's got about 36k health, and most of the team wants to be floating around their 35k health mark and have at least 2,000 defense. Similarly, the Painkeeper is also set up in a similar vein. She's a little bit low on the defense front. I think I'm going to go ahead and just upgrade some of her stuff real quick to rank 16, just for the sake of pumping up her defense numbers a little bit, because she is quite short on the old D. In fact, we've got a defense banner here that we could really do with rolling into HP percentage on, so we'll crank this up to a rank 8. We actually get a double roll. Oh my god, dude, it's almost like it's pre-recorded, man. And then we actually hit a speed roll as well. Okay, hopefully that doesn't break things, though. Does that break things? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, so if we go ahead and we get this equipped on up and check her speed stat, she's at 221 speed. The highest she's allowed to go is 222. So, wow, we got away with that one and got a defense up over 2,000 as well, so that's good to go. And Painkeeper also has to have the second highest health on the team. She's sitting at about like 43,000 or something right now, which is still about good. She's in a good spot in terms of that. And then it's time to build the most important role in this team that doesn't include the Maneater and the Painkeeper, who are now perfectly built out and perfectly tuned. It's our stun target, and for now at least, it's going to be Kale. Ideally, I'd rather that this was a Void Affinity champion, but I don't have that many Void champions on this account. For now, it's got to be Kale, and so he's in a whole bunch of HP percentage gear, including the worst pair of Relentless boots you've ever seen. I mean, the substats are okay. Not the worst you've ever seen, but not great either. But the point is that the Kale needs to have the most health on the team as the stun target, but no more than 50,000 health, and so he's sitting at 47k, so good stuff. More than the Painkeeper, but not more than 50k, so that checks out. And then his defense, you're trying to get it as low as possible, which is why he doesn't have a ring or a shield equipped. They're frankly doing nothing for him. And his speed is sitting at 119, and the reason his defense is so low, by the way, at just like 1100, needs to be as low as possible, way lower than everybody else's, so that the Demon Lord clan boss will focus the stuns on the Kale and nobody else, right? He's got to be the stun sponge in this team, which is going to be his job, which is another reason it would be nice if this was a Void champion, because then you don't have to worry about the going into like weak affinity clan boss, you know, because then that can change the target that the clan boss is stunning. And at Nightmare clan boss, the Kale needs to be running at 121 speed. I'm currently on Nightmare clan boss, so we're just going to bump up his speed a little bit, but into Ultra Nightmare, you've got to drop the speed even more to 111 to 118 speed. So I'll have to rebuild the Kale a little bit in future and just get rid of some of the speed rolls on his gear for now. However, we're just going to go ahead and try and get like a 2 roll from a speed glyph on the Kale. There it is, and that should get him to the perfect speed that he needs to be, which is 121 for Nightmare clan boss. And the idea is that the Kale is moving so slow that when he picks up the stun, because his 10 meter is so slow to charge up, the unkillable buff from the Maneater is going to stick around on the Kale for super long. And so that's the Kale's only job, is to be a stun sponge. I still build him with enough accuracy so that he can land his poisons whenever he manages to get out of the stun for a second. And then the other DPS champs on the team, the damage dealers, just have to be running at 178 speed. And that's it. The 2 champions that I've elected for this role are going to be Staltus and Dracomorph. Dracomorph, I've actually went ahead and fixed up his build ahead of time. His speed is already perfect as it is, and I bumped up his defense just a little bit as well, while maintaining accuracy and stuff. Dracomorph is, of course, a great debuffer champ with decreased defense and weaken, also bringing poison as well, and I also managed to get him in a little bit of retaliation gear too, because, you know, in the longer Demon Lord clan boss fights, the damage from a retaliation set might actually count for something. As for Staltus, I'm going to have to go in and actually tweak his build right now. It's a build that I saved just a little bit earlier on today when kind of mucking around. And as you can see, also 178 speed. You can go 175 to 178 in terms of your damage dealer's speed. So 178 is the highest that we can go. He's going to lose a little bit of crit damage, which sucks a little bit, but You know what, man? If this allows me to one-key Nightmare Clan Boss on this account, I'd be pretty damn stoked. I don't know if we're going to have the damage to get that done, but there's only one way to find out. And also, similarly, I've also got him rocking in a Retaliation set as well. Now, let's see if we can get ourselves a juicy relic for one of our damage dealers before we jump on in and see what we can do with this team. We get ourselves... Ooh, the Demonic Effigy is actually okay for your revive. It's one of the better epic quality relics, at least, so... Not too shabby with that. Remember that if you're looking to start off a new raid account before we get into the clan boss fight itself, then make sure to do so using my beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box to get your hands on Bambus 4 Leaf as your starter legendary, and the Epic Champ to go once your account hits level 15. Yeah. Covering all of your supporting needs, man, to boost you through the early game. And let's do this, man. I'm really nervous. I actually haven't set up the team instructions just yet either, so let's go ahead and... get that done. Okay, so the Maneater has to open with his A1 and then do nothing but spam his A3, so I can auto that part. The Painkeeper has to mysteriously open with her A3. I'm just going to trust the guy. She has to open with her A3, then she needs to use A1, A1, then A2, and then you can let the fight fully auto. So I guess I'm just going to trust in that. Okay, well, moment of truth. Here we go, guys. Dude, this always feels like is this what, you know, like SpaceX feel like when they're launching a rocket for the first time? So the Maneater has to open with this A1. We got that part down. The Painkeeper's going to open with the A3. Does she actually just miss a 10? She didn't even do an animation. Like, what the hell is that? That makes me nervous already. Okay. So, we've also... Oh, nice, man. The little counterattack coming in from the Staltus. The Retaliation set coming in big already. Now the Maneater should use his A3 if I've programmed the team correctly, which I have. And now it's time to just manual the Painkeeper, starting with her A1. And she's going to be speed-tuned correctly and perfectly, because otherwise she'd just get a bit of 10 meter boost from her A1 as well, which is why the speed tuning for this team is so crucial. She A1's in again. And then she's got to be using her A2 on her next attack. And okay, the boss is about to stun as well. Like, okay, so the boss's stun right here has to hit the kill. If it doesn't hit the kill, we're very sad about life. As for the Painkeeper, she now uses her A2, and now we full auto. Yes, dude, the stun hit the kill, and it's alive. I think we might have done it. I think we might have done it, guys. Okay, lovely. So far, so promising. Let's make sure now it doesn't all fall apart. And now, of course, Staltus isn't the best damage dealer option with this team, but I'm trying to take into account Demon Lord affinities as well, because it's very tough without a debuff blocker or like a debuff cleanser, like a Doom Priest or something, to make an unkillable team that's good into all affinities of Clan Boss. The stun hits the kill again. That's good news, team. That's good news. Oh my god, as I bash the hell out of the microphone. I'm getting overexcited over here. But once you go into Spirit Affinity, Demon Lord Clan Boss, it does that big AoE attack that has a chance of applying decreased speed to some of your champions, and it throws all of the timings out of whack. And so Spirit Affinity, until I have a good cleanser like a Doom Priest or something, is going to be very tough for me to prepare against. But this team should be good against every other affinity. That's why I picked Kill as the stun soaker champion, right? I can throw the Kill in as our stun blocker against Void Affinity, against Force Affinity should like to target the Kill as well, right? Because he's Magic Affinity. And Magic Affinity is not strong against anything on the team, because I'm running a bunch of Force and Void champions beside the Kill. So even Magic Affinity Clan Boss should like to and should enjoy focusing on targeting the Kill. So as long as I'm not against Spirit Affinity Clan Boss, it looks like we might have gone ahead and done this, and the timings look like they're working out just good. The Maneater should just now get off his unkillable buff again, just before the Clan Boss gets its turn, which he does. Oh my god, man. Oh, this is a big milestone. This is a big milestone, man. I'm very pleased with this. This is just lovely. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead just a little bit, and hopefully we're still alive when that happens. Actually, screw it, I want to keep on rambling. So what's really exciting about this team now is that we can eventually look for a better option than Staltus, like a good HP burner, or even like a poison applier and poison activator champion or something like that, right? To replace the Staltus and get more damage against the Demon Lord specifically. A good specialist damage dealer champ that we can build specifically for this team is going to be a good damage upgrade. We also have not got masteries, of course, farmed up on the Maneater or the Painkeeper as well, so that could be a lot of War Master damage that we're getting on in. So that's going to be more damage with this team as well. And when I'm eventually ready to take this team up to the likes of Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, all we've got to do is take the kill and just make him how much slower? It's like 3 speeds slower or something. And he can do the same job again. So that'll just be an issue just like removing one of his artifacts, right? Or just replacing one artifact with another that has a slightly lower speed roll. And we're good. Like, as long as we don't screw up the stat distributions that we've got going, then this team should continue to function just fine. So just for another breakdown of how you actually build this team, there's going to be a guide linked down below in the description box if you want to set up your own super budget Maneater-Painkeeper team like this. So you can go ahead and check that out. But as a quick breakdown, everybody on the team needs at least 2,000 defense or higher, apart from your stun target, who needs 1,000, or basically as low defense as you can possibly get. The lower the better. Aim for about 35,000-ish health on everybody in the entire team, apart from your stun target, who needs to have the most health, but not more than 50,000. And then the Painkeeper needs the second most health on the team, ideally a few thousand below your stun target. And then it's just a matter of champion speeds, which I guess I'll have like the text pop up above my head right now, so you can look to those for your speed tunings. And yeah, then all you got to bear in mind is the affinity of clan boss that you're going up against. And of course, like a champion on your team that's weak affinity against a certain affinity clan boss is going to get targeted by the stun, and so you got to kind of plan around that a little bit. And I'd recommend not building your team with Spirit Clan Boss in mind, otherwise it's going to be able to apply that big AoE decrease speed and screw up all of your timings. It's a really, really tough Demon Lord Clan Boss to get ready to take on until you've got a good debuff cleanser that you can then speed tune into the team as well. Oh my god, man. All of that said, we are about to break our damage record against Nightmare Clan Boss right here. About 22 million is what I would get done typically with my just very, very general all-purpose clan boss team, where I'm running like the Farrakin in the team for some HP burn and ally attack, and like an apothecary with giant killer and all of those kind of tools, you know, which I'll still be using that team to just one key brutal and stuff like that, so that team will still get some use. But yeah, we're about to surpass that team in terms of damage already in the very first day of using this unkillable team, so that's pretty exciting. And alright, man, as we close in on just under 29 million damage, we finally go down to the 1050, where, of course, the clan boss just smacks you straight through all of your unkillable buffs and stuff like that. So, not bad, man. That's a big damage hop-up on the team that we already had running. And again, there's so much optimization to be done here. Even things like getting the Maneater in, like, crit rate gauntlets and stuff like that, and just getting some masteries up on him. Same thing with the Painkeeper as well. That's going to boost up damage by quite a bit. And I'm sure we can do much, much better than Astaltus. I've got, like, a stock on this account. I wonder if he could be using some of the runs as well. He's only level 50 right now, but we've definitely got some room to grow with this team is the point. Stock being Spirit Affinity might be a little bit of an issue for mucking up the stun targets on this team. Not quite sure about that, man. I'll give it a think. I'll give it a look. We've got time to find better options, right? I'm just happy that the team is set up and is actually running. Oh, what a milestone, man. What a milestone. Hey, hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching this happy little milestone as I go ahead and collect all of these artifact enhancement event rewards from just pumping up a crap load of gear for building this team. And remember, if you're looking to join me on my free-to-play adventure, then why not create a new account today, man, right now, to get your hands on Bambus 4-leaf free legendary champion. And all you've got to do, man, is create that new account using my beginner promo link, which is down below at the top of the video description box. And I'm going to catch all of you all just a tad bit later, man.